Okay, good morning, everybody. Yay, it's Tuesday, July the 12th. I can't believe it. And here we are for our How to Lead program for half an hour. We're together just to look at leadership and Nikken. And, it's one of the things I've really loved so much about Nikken is that it teaches us how to be better leaders, each and every day. We're working to just, I'm going to try and hide us a little bit. There we go. That's better. It really does encourage us to become leaders of our own lives and then to lead others. Of course, we have to learn how to lead ourselves first before we can lead anybody else. So with Nikken, we, as collaborative entrepreneurs, we have this absolute privilege of the sky's the limit. We can create anything we want. And all we have to do is just really decide what it is we want to create with this vehicle and then start mapping it out, creating goal plans and creating our vision. So it always starts with not just the vision of Nikken to be the leader in the world in these energy medicine technologies, but us to be leaders in the world, to be really changing the consciousness of how health and healing and wellness occurs in the body, and how to really make that shift from, the understanding that you need surgeries and you need pharmaceutical drugs all the time, to making this shift over to actually, if you change your environment and you change the energies around in your environment, you actually can change your own health. And it's a real revolutionary idea. And in order to lead in Nikken, one has to really kind of pop the top of your own mind, if you will, to see that you can be that revolutionary person, that you really have the chance to be a huge influence in the world with Nikken as your vehicle. And I think that's what excites all of us so much, is that we can do that, and we can also make a fabulous living doing it. But we must find the right people who see the vision somewhat like ourselves and are really going to hold hands, if you will, and run fast together or even fly together to make things happen. Because our work is collaborative entrepreneurship. We cannot do this alone. It is impossible for you to become a royal diamond alone. You have to find the right people to work with, to play with, to create with, to co-create with. And that's why I love this first initial slide, because it really is showing the power of one person who's full of light, touching those other light bulbs and going to light them up. And that's what leaders do. They have a vision, that's that light of that light bulb, and they bring that vision forward to others and say, you know what, this is what I see for the future of humanity. Well, this is what I see for the future of healthcare in North America. But for us in Nikken, we're in 18 countries, I believe, right now, and that's a lot of countries. So we really have a world vision. So a leader brings the world vision forward and lights up other lights. And so you're looking for others out there who are willing to be lit up. Let's put that first. They have to be willing to be lit up. And that it's easy for you to be able to light them up with your vision. So remember that without your vision, you will perish. Without vision, the people perish. So vision is critically important. And your energy, your brightness, your love, your joy is critical with how you lead. So that's why this is my favorite slide of all of the slides. Leading by example, if it's going to be, it's up to me. That's a real axiom in network marketing. You have to make the decision that you're going to be the one. It's going to be you at the top. You don't know how you're going to get there. You don't know who your great leaders are going to be that you work with, but you know that you are going to be the king or the queen at the top of the mountain, and you know you're going to get there by helping others, which of course is a wonderful, wonderful way of looking at life, because I really think it's the true way, and that nobody gets to the top until everybody gets to the top. So I love the image of the person helping the other one get to the top of the mountain there, or the boulder. And we do lots and lots of that. However, you still have to decide if it's going to be, it's up to me. Being proactive is critical in our business. Leadership requires that you're out in front, leading with your own activity. Let your conduct be the teacher, because your words are empowered by who you are and what you do. Without them, they are just empty words. Being goal-oriented. I've always heard, set a monthly goal and a yearly goal and a 5-year goal. Set a goal that you know where you're going. Start with, say, a 5-year goal. Break it down to each year. Then break the year of, say, this year into each month. And say, okay, this month, this is what I'm going to accomplish. I'm going to bring in 3 new seniors this month and 5 new customers this month. And that's my goal. My PGV, is going to be 10,000. That's my goal. So you're setting your goal. I'm going to break a silver this month or 2, whatever. Okay, so being goal-oriented is very important. Your goals should be focused, of course, on helping your team achieve theirs. Now, if you don't have a great team yet, or you don't have the right team who are really working with you, then the onus is on you to find your team. Find your team players. But if you have them, then you're working closely with them in collaboration to helping them achieve their goals. In our business, it's a little bit like a chess game. The downline calls the upline to say, you know what, this is my goal. I want to go silver this month. And then the upline supports that goal. It doesn't really work the other way. It's not top down. It's bottom up, always bottom up. So remember that. A leader must think bigger than themselves. Leadership's always about the people you serve, never about yourself and your own agenda. So again, if you don't have a big team yet, then who are you serving? The people out in the world, to help them understand the power of the Nikken philosophy, the technologies, and the business. All those parts are really important. Some people will say, well, I can't afford those products, but then they'll see the business and say, I can afford to start a business. And they'll actually put in more money to start a business than they would getting the products for themselves. Ironically, of course, they're going to get a lot more help because they're going to have more products. So it's a funny way how that can work. So that's why it's important to share the philosophy, the 5 pillars in HBM, humans being more, the technologies, which we all love and know are life-changing and miraculous, and the business, which is also life-changing and miraculous. So sharing all of those parts, and really the vision of changing our world with Nikken as a vehicle. Showing versus telling. People will learn more from what you do than what you say. That's an important thing for us all to consider, for good or bad. So always remember how much people observe you even when you don't expect it. And communicate your vision. Where there's no vision, the people perish. We already touched on that. You must see with your mind's eye what people have not yet achieved but will, when they follow your example and stay true to the goals and plans in place. So if you have people and you want them to go silver, but they're just not getting there, then you go silver again. Even if you are already a silver, you go silver again. Do the 3 seniors, do the 12,000 in 3 months, and show them by your example that it can be done. That's so, so important. And that will help them really believe in themselves more. So you must also see for yourself with your mind's eye what you have not yet accomplished, you have not yet achieved, but will. So it's always about developing our vision and then moving into action with that vision. Leading with love, charity never faileth. I love this image, and I was thinking about this image a lot. I quite often dream of these big male lions. It's interesting. And I was thinking about it yesterday morning, and why do I dream about these male lions? And I think part of it is that the lion not only is, the king of the jungle, king of the beasts and all that, but is also, it's known for its roar. It's known for its voice. It's one of the specific things. I mean, I love tigers, but they're not known for their roar and their voice in the way that a lion is known for its voice. And I think in our business, Nikken gives us the privilege to find our voice and to boom our voice out into the world, to really share with others what is so critical to us. Now, this is a very important point for women too, because women often have lost their voice through life, through whatever's happened, and we need the women to regain their voice. So, getting back your voice and bringing it forward is so important. And one of the great privileges is that you get to learn public speaking in Nikken. And the sooner you get up in front of the room and start speaking, the better your business will grow. It's the speakers at the front who are creating more and more business. So get yourself up there, even if you're brand new, silver, and we say silver, mostly we suggest that, learn the ropes first and go silver and then start speaking, but then do it and do lots of it. Speaking is very powerful for influencing our world. We need a lot more speakers out there, and we need a lot more women teaching about health and wellness and business, and how they can create business and how you can create business through their speaking. So that's a gift. Nikken gives you the stage, and the further along you go in Nikken, the higher up the ranks you go, the more of that stage you get. So I want you to really consider that as a huge side effect, if you like, if you're building a good, strong, Nikken, viable business, is that you get the stage, and that you want the stage because your voice needs to be heard out there. Showing love and respect, these two essential qualities are great motivators. That's pretty obvious, isn't it? For our children, for each other, as for our friends, but also in Nikken as with our co-creators. Express your love and respect sincerely, appropriately, and in abundance. Build belief in others. Often the starting point for change is knowing that someone else believes you can. This is so true. Very often people have never had that privilege in their life before, that somebody believes more in them than they believe in themselves. It's like being a holder of somebody's dreams, a real believer in them and their dreams, and almost like being a dream catcher for them. Treat people not as they are, but as what they may become. Use the model for success. Nikken's provided a system for achievement. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just put your shoulder to it and watch it turn. What that really means is that there's a very simple compensation plan that rewards you for bringing in customers, ordership customers, seniors, executives, and helping people go silver. And that we are a stair-step breakaway model, and that the more you help people move up that model to silver, the more success you will have. Do you know it only takes 42 silvers to become a royal diamond in the right places? I mean, it's simple structure. So understand the structure, understand it's a stair-step breakaway, and understand that you will make money building customers, yes. You will make even more money building the network, yes. You will make even more money as the network builds the network, yes. So as the silvers build other silvers, and you have a percentage of each silvers group, you can create a network that really does bring you reproductive residual income. A very powerful concept in that network marketing holds is this reproductive residual income. So remember, again, the models, we use things like the Entrepreneurs Club because we know that the key is new people, bringing in new people. So we have to do demos, we have to do meetings, whether it's in our home. It doesn't have to be in a hotel, but in our home or in a coffee shop or whatever. And the more we do it with our upline, the better it goes. Or three-way phone calls. We use Skype a lot. We use Zoom a lot. And that's what really creates the power of the business, is doing those things over and over again, those kind of meetings. So if you're not getting the results you're looking for, look at key factors. How many meetings am I doing a week? How many demos? How many people am I getting on the products every week? These are the sort of fulcrum points of building the business. How many three-way calls am I doing? How many entrepreneurs clubs am I doing? Like that. And you will see that if you do those fundamental things, all the rest will fall into place, and new people will come in and they'll start building with you. So it's a simple model, and so simple that we often overlook the key components of the model, but it's not complicated, not complex. We love it that we're bringing in more customers than ever. We are just absolutely nailing it on the customers and on the auto ship customers. And this is fabulous. This gives us a good base. It's not the greatest, most sexy base of all. It's the foundation of a building, so it doesn't look much. But when you build on top of that, your new seniors and executives and to silvers, you've got a really wonderful combination, this kind of idea of two aspects of our business, the customer acquisition and the building the network acquisition. And you need to do both to build this business, to make it powerful and really lucrative for you. Celebrating success, we should be our team's greatest champions and cheerleaders. So inspire people by your own actions and by inspiring them with showing them their greatness, encouraging them, persuading, correcting, instructing, teaching, mentoring, loving, caring, and nurturing. These are the key things. And I think that collaborative entrepreneurship, particularly in Nikken, brings out the very best in people. It brings out that love and that caring and that support, and they also need to be in action with you. So if they're not, you need to go find others who are going to be in action with you, who have the vision and hold themselves responsible. So you do need that because time is of the essence. So you can love everyone, but you won't be working with everyone. You'll be working with those that are working harder at it even than maybe you are, although you really want to be leading by your own example of work ethic. Here's this lovely girl with the word impossible, and the I am is crossed out there, and the word possible. Anything and everything is possible, right? Leading with confidence. You can't give someone something you haven't got any more than you can go back to someplace you've never been. So you're bringing forth your own brilliance as best as you can. You're working on yourself to become better and better because it starts with you. I cannot govern others when I cannot govern myself. By building your own self-confidence, you'll discover the ways to help others build theirs. This is really important. Confidence is a biggie, and there's a lot of viewpoints about that. But, as we're going to look at later, creating positive affirmations, this will help us a lot to build our confidence. But the biggest confidence building is being out there in action. I tell you, more than anything else, it's not learning. It's not even calls like this, as much as we love them. It's being out there in action with new people, sharing the beauty and the brilliance of what you have in Nikken. Building self-esteem, learning how to feel confident that you can cope with what's happening in your life and that you have a right to be happy. Building self-esteem. What an amazing business that we have with the 5 pillars of health and humans being more, that it really is learning about our own personal potential, the human potential of a human being. What are you made of? What is possible for you in your life? Building self-efficacy. This is developed by seeing ourselves mastering skills and achieving goals that matter in those skill areas. If you know you can create 10,000 of volume every month in your group, you will know you're mastering skills. Skills of demonstrating our technologies, really understanding how to listen and not speak as much, how to show rather than tell, how to do the strength test, the lemon tests, the rollouts, lending product, how to do it in a smart way that works, where people are going to get results and be excited to join you, how to speak about helping others get what they really want out of life through asking questions, how to deal with objections in a really profound way. These are the skills that we learn. I was on my mentoring call yesterday and we were talking about objections because somebody had mentioned that they had someone who said, well, I want the research. And her response was, don't worry about the research. The products will prove themselves, and I was just coaching in that moment saying, John K. Lynch always taught us about how to deal with an objection. So in that case, you could say, oh, yes, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way myself. What I found is that when I started using these technologies, that's when I really started noticing the difference, and it started really falling into place as to why these technologies would be so profound for my health. So it's called Feel, Felt, Found. So rather than saying that to somebody, an oppositional, like, no, don't bother to do that, or don't do that, which kind of makes them wrong in their position, you want to connect with them in their position. So you want to say, oh, yes, I know exactly how you feel. I wanted all the research too, but, this is what I found. I felt the same way. I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way myself. This is what I found. So it was just a little teaching moment about, just the power of connecting with other people, not making them wrong, but really loving them where they are and then taking them to the next step. Thinking positively, creating positive affirmations that can help you develop and maintain the mindset to help you win. This is huge. This should be in lights, like if you were in Vegas and all the lights went off because you won the slot machine. Think positively. Everything comes from that. Everything comes from how you are thinking, and not just thinking, but how you are feeling, to how you create your world. So, when you think positively, you feel better. You have a higher vibration of joy and excitement. And so when you go into action, people will feel that energy. We relate to each other on a feeling level mostly. We really do. Much more than the words we say is the tone of our voice, but also the feeling we have with people and our body language. Super important. I was studying yesterday, and I those of you who know me, I like Brendan Burchard. I think he's really got it going on in terms of personal coaching. He's got a very powerful formula for how to get the results you want out of your life. And I was listening to him talking about a speaking academy that he's doing in November, the greatest speakers, something or other. And it was very interesting because he was talking a lot about the tone of voice and the physicality when you're on the stage and how to take the stage, and then the importance, of course, of content. But the key in storytelling and about transformation, what happened, our business is built on stories. Nikken is built on stories. This is how I was. My back was bad from a career in ballet. I used the back flex, now the mag flex, and I had a result in 10 minutes, even though I didn't believe in this. And now my back is fabulous, and I can dance again, and I can do yoga and Pilates and everything else I want to do. That's a simple story of transformation. This is how it was. It wasn't working. This is what happened. This is what I did that created change. I used Nikken technologies. This is where it took me into the future, a transformational life. You could do the same with the business. I was broke. I had no money. I was scared. I was praying for something. Nikken showed up. I thought it was ridiculous. I didn't believe in it. However, those products worked on me, whether I believed in it or not. And I caught a vision and decided to do this as a business. I borrowed money to start. I got the products, and I put those products in everyone I knew and loved, and the products worked on everybody. I transformed my life. I went silver in 2 months, platinum in a year, royal diamond in less than, what was it now? I've forgotten my own story. I think it was less than 3 years or less than 4 years. And I've made millions with Nikken, made millions of dollars with Nikken. It changed my life. That's a transformation story. You see what wasn't working, the past, what you did to create the change, to choose to do Nikken as a business, and what the result was, the transformation. You can do this. You can do this. So I want you to think about your lives and work on those stories, because our whole business is built on stories. And the better storyteller you are, the more powerful your business will grow, the more powerfully your business will grow. Also, with this positive affirmations, make a CD, put it on your phone, record 3 things in each of the 5 pillars of health that you really want. 3 clear things, put it on your phone and listen to it every single day. And I'm going to give you an example. I am so happy and grateful to now be a gold consultant on or before August the 30th or 31st, whatever days it is in August. I think it's 31. Yep. I am thrilled and delighted to be making $3,000 a month or more in my Nikken business. I am so excited to be bringing in 3 or more seniors in my business every month, plus 5 customers. I'm just making these up. 3s are a good number. I like 3s. Bring in 3 seniors a month would be very powerful in your business. This would really make it really crank. So this is an easy one to do, an easy one to affirm. Now it takes some work to bring them in, of course. You would have to do a lot of demos, probably with 9 people, getting them on products and everything else to find your 3. So it's usually the rule of 3s. But creating those positive affirmations and then listen to them every single day. So you're doing them in the 5 pillars. So it's in the family pillar and financial pillar, the body pillar, and all the pillars. And then, you're really listening and getting your own voice coming back to you with all the positivity. And that will counteract some of the internal negative voices that you may have from when you were a kid or when you were a teenager, or whenever those negative voices started taking a hold. You can't just push them away. You have to counteract them with a positive. And we all need to do this. This is work for all of us, So starting with you, building self-esteem, very important. Building self-efficacy and thinking positively and creating those affirmations. And, listening to people like Brendan Burchard, getting that hit of powerful, positive energy that he gives you, and then practicing bringing that forth in your life, that energy. See, that's what I love about him is he's really about vitality and energy, and he's smart, but he's also funny, and he's also connecting and on the feeling level. So he's learned how to bring it all, and he's a good mentor for us to learn how for us to bring it all to the situation, to the moment. So that's going to be super, super, super helpful. A critical question or two, time for serious reflection. When you look at the different virtues and attributes of leadership that we're discussing today, which one do you need to work on right now? What will you do differently this week as a result of what you've learned today? Maybe you need to do your affirmations. Maybe you need to make more contacts with new people. Maybe you need to do more demos. That's often one that people are missing, just not enough demos. So they're not getting the products to do the work for them. We want these products. Hey, these products are going to work for us better than anything we can say. We know that. But we got to get out there to be with the people to show them the power of the products. But what is it you need to do that's so important for your business? Maybe it's the goal setting. Maybe you need to really set goals for yourself every month. 10,000 in PGV. Hey, qualified PGV I'm talking about. Those new seniors being qualified seniors. However, they do that. With retail sales, their own retail sales or other people. So, what is it you need to set to give yourself the chance here to win, the certainty here to win, because you can. You can win in this business, but you've got to claim it. You've got to claim being a millionaire and get really comfortable with money and making lots of money, and that you're making it in a really good way. A good way because every penny you make is because somebody's been helped with the products. So get comfortable, read things on prosperity. There's wonderful books out there on prosperity. Do the 40-day prosperity program. Do it again if you've done it before. What is it you need to do to shift from where you are to where you really want to go and where you really belong in this business? You are a leader. You want to see yourself at the top as a leader, no matter what is happening in your life right now. You want to continually see yourself in that top position as a Royal Diamond or Royal Ambassador, because you are that light. You are that light in the world. And our world is struggling so much right now with so much craziness going on, so much war, so much bloodshed, so much anxiety, so much fear. And we can be the light bulbs that really bring joy and solutions to people. This is a wonderful thing that we get to do, is we get to sing a song that brings a solution to another. So, are you singing the song you came to sing? Are you singing the song you came to sing? Are you singing it loud enough? Are you listening to other people's songs and really seeing how important their songs are too? Because they have a song just like you have a song. You have a song just like I have a song. Are we singing our songs? Are we making the difference, the impact in the world? The thing I love the most about network marketing and about Nikken specifically because of our technologies is that we can make a massive impact in the world by building a huge, huge business, a dynasty, building a real dynasty. That's how you're going to make a massive difference in the world. You're going to change healthcare in our world, and you're going to change how people create their wealth in our world. That's our opportunity here. And everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. That is my most favorite quote by Martin Luther King. And with that, I am going to, stop the share and say hello before we close. There you all are. Here I am. And it's 9:30 and it's time for us to complete. I hope this was really helpful for you. I know it's helpful for me because we all need to practice these things. So many blessings. Have a fabulous week and we'll talk next week. See you soon. Bye, everybody.